What's going on, everybody? I appreciate all of you hanging out, waiting on the stream to start. For those who catch the replay, though, hit that thumbs up, subscribe, and turn on all notifications for these live chats. You can take part right along with us. So we're roughly a week out from people spending money senselessly. And I know I'm not the only one here that's going to be doing that. We're all guilty of it in this very consumeristic society for the biggest shopping holiday of the year, every year, being Black Friday. So what's some of those fragrances you got on the bucket list to check off for this Black Friday, this holiday shopping season? Because honestly, I don't have specific stuff I'm targeting aside from, there's a few things, but mainly going to see what gets restocked for these deals and stuff and shop accordingly. One I would suggest if you can find for a good price. My scent of the day, Kajal Icon. Beautiful tropical fruity fragrance with powdered sweetness. Not an aquatic fragrance. It's a lot of passion fruit, pineapple, and orange. That top is distinctive, blatantly obvious. I'm still so proud of myself for calling out this top note blindly and then cross-referencing and being like, holy shit, that's exactly what the top is. Because it's very obvious when you smell this. And then it's got this powdered sweetness. It is so freaking good. So freaking good. My God, totally worth a sample. I don't know if it's at any discounters yet. I know you can get it from Kajal. I don't know how you want to feel about, 10% off of retail. You can always do that, but definitely sample it. It's totally worth checking out. But if you can find it during one of these holiday deals, yeah, it is that jam. I would say this is their best, everyday type of fragrance. Their most captivating and special being Lamar. Haven't tried Lamar Noir yet, but Lamar is technically the best. I would put this like a close second. This is a much more wearable everyday kind of thing. Some good stuff. Card was not subject to change. The plan was to wear that today, and I indeed am wearing it today. So let's get caught up in the chat real quick. I do have the screen share pulled up in the event we go looking places for different things. We're just going to kind of talk about it. I don't have anything I'm going to put on screen specifically that's planned. Be like, oh, we're getting this. I'm going to buy this. But I want to see what are you guys looking to buy? Because next week, like I said, we're all going to be spending money. Whether it's on yourself or others or both. In my case, it's both. Vanilla Oud, excellent choice. Starting things off with a soft live stream clap, excellent choice. Chad, good to see you, sir. Yeoman Lulls, Elm Street, Lafayette Street dupe. Kevin is wearing Gentleman EDP, Scent of the Evening, Tobacco Honey from Guerlain. I've heard I'd really like that one. That and Cherry Oud, I definitely want to try. Polo Cologne Intense, that doesn't get any love. It's a solid fragrance. Alhambra's Perseus. Scent of the day was By the Fireplace. Excellent choice. Must be some relatively cool weather where you're at. It's, looks like it's 10 o'clock at night over here because it's been that hurricane that turned into just a shitstorm, basically. That's what's going on here. And it has been torrential downpour all day long. It has been nasty. Mother Nature is a dirty whore today here in Panama City Beach. It's awful. But she is bringing some cool weather with her. So I just got to bear with it because the next 3 days are highs at 60 to 64 degrees. One day we even have lows in the 40s. I'm super excited for that. Just give you guys a little quick update on that. Yeah, so it went up a little bit. High of 66, low of 49. High of 63, low of 44. High of 64, low of 48. And then we're back in the 70s. But I get 3 days of some good shit. 3 days of some damn good weather. I'm pretty freaking excited about it. So Aqua de Joe Absolute, a banger. I agree. Alberto Marias is the king of the aquatics. Considering Gentleman Boisé, L'Homme EDP, Platinum Egoist, not sure which way to go yet. They're all good. They're all different. So you have quite the choice in front of you. Tom Ford's fucking fabulous. Never been a huge fan of that one. Jadster, good to see you. Supremacy Collector's Edition from your recommendation. Love the scent, but I feel like it's not performing. Anosmia, sir. 99.9% of the time, it's a nose issue. Not even a skin chemistry thing. It's a nose issue almost all the time. Do you think it's because it's cold or nose blind? Nose blind. We all suffer from it. It's not some opinion I throw out there. It's a fact. We deal with that. And it sounds like you're dealing with that with this fragrance, unfortunately. So sucks that it happens. It happens to all of us, man. There's certain fragrances that I can't smell after 10 minutes. Then there's some fragrances like French Defense, surprisingly, I can smell that the whole time. Like my nose never drops off from it. So it all depends. Reflection Man, Pacific Chill, Boss Bottle Absolute, and New Mancera's. Cherry, and Fig Me Up. Those two. I'm sure Cinque Terre is probably on your radar as well. That's a damn good release. That's one of my favorite niche releases of the year. A saltwater aquatic that's a little powdered sweet and ambery, but also piney green at the same time. It's a really good release from them. If it's just one time that I buy from overseas retail for a Mancera release, I'm glad it was that one, because it really is my taste. So it's good stuff. Lalique Ombre Noir. I haven't wore that forever. Bad Boy Extreme. I haven't wore that step one time maybe since I got it, which I got it this year. To Me Dusk. That's a damn good release for this year. I don't know if that's going to go in my top 10 designers released or if it's going to fall into the second tier. It might be the second tier. I don't know. We'll see, because those videos start in about 2 weeks. That's what most of December is these end of the year evaluations for releases, most worn, most complimented, all the different tiers, Middle Eastern, cheap, designer, niche. We might even have indie as an option specifically. Nef's is special. Excellent choice. Good to see you. Santal Austral. I've never tried that. Shopping list for this holiday. Velvet Fire Parfum. Not familiar. Narco Oasis. And then Adonis Awakens. Beautiful rose fragrance. Terrence Hughes Ohm. One of the very, very, very few 9.75s I've ever given. Excellent choice. Guys, it's one of the best iris fragrances I've ever smelled. Terrence Hughes did his thing on that one. It's a clean. It's got that clean skin accord and muskiness, and it's a little creamy. Man, it's not over the top powder bomb, but obviously it's powdery. It's based around iris. Chef's kiss right there. ATH Ohm is some good stuff. I'm not saying it's similar, but does Obsidian Black Cherry? No. Nothing scratches the French Defense itch. Dilly? No. Absolutely not. Miss Heather, good to see you. Greetings from Jacksonville. Great to have you. I hope you're having a wonderful day. Spice Bomb Night Vision EDP from Mr. M.A. Styles. Sir, you get a soft live stream clap. That doesn't get enough love. Great choice. I need to put that one in my rotation as well. Business over pleasure during the day and dazzling garden in the evening. Hell yeah, you get a soft live stream clap too for the business over pleasure love. I appreciate that. Zerzhoff's Ivory Root. I've never tried. Harriman's Detour Noir. Great clone. Without a doubt, though, my least favorite bottle in my collection. Well, damn. Based on just the bottle itself. All right. Day 3's Bani. Still my favorite from the house. I'm assuming you're asking him about Detour Noir. It's a more woody take on Leighton, but I would say like 85%, 90%. It's pretty close. It's just more woodsy. I've been reacquainting myself with Static Olfactive, the Forbidden City. Ooh, I haven't sprayed that one. I mean, that's like automatic answer for me. Ooh, I haven't sprayed that in a while. I just have so many fragrances. Static Olfactive's beautiful stuff. Have you tried Into the Wild, their first release? That's a little bit of a challenge. Earthy green for sure. Castorium. It's really good, though. I think it's really good. Just situational. Low wearability for me, but beautifully composed. It's a piece of work for sure. Has anybody ever not bought a fragrance solely because of the bottle design and style? I can almost guarantee you most people are going to say yes. Paco Rabanne's Invictus Parfum. Kix Riffy approved. FWO Wolfpack for Life. Yak Mob. Good to see you, my man. It is a cool looking bottle. I had somebody ask me about getting the Intense. The only reason I would even get it is just to review it, because I don't like the regular one enough. My wife enjoys it to where I'd even want the Intense. It's a little more feminine for my taste. Will, good to see you, sir. Be safe on the road. Kenneth, good to see you. Born in Roma Intense. Honestly, if you're a fan of Lamal, that's niche Lamal. People like to compare Reflection Man to it. Reflection Man's its own thing. Darley straight up smells like Lamal. Like 100% Parfum de Marley's take on Jean-Paul Gaultier's Lamal. I had an 8 ml that probably I still have like 1 or 2 ml in. I procrastinated getting a bottle of that for so long. Good to see you as well. I am doing good. I hope you are also. Cajun Elixir, good to see you. The Harmonist Hypnotizing Fire, probably their most popular fragrance. That's always the one I hear people speak of. I did try it when I was in Tampa with Omas. I just don't remember what it smells like. That's the only time I tried it. Send the Night's Majestic by Sammy Andrus. Shout out to Sammy. Bottles because of the bottle. Okay. Coincidentally, Evening Mystique. You get a soft live stream clap. Excellent choice. Amore Cafe, smelling nice and sweet and creamy and coffee. 1 million Privé, Fall in a Bottle. I'm sorry, they're doing it now. Doing what now? I saw this and this. That's the only two comments I saw from you prior. Is there something I missed? I'm sorry, they're doing it now. Doing what? I'm a little confused. You couldn't hold. Oh, they're not sharp. The studs on the bottle, they're not sharp. Pegasus exclusive. That's special. JT, good to see you, sir. Buying myself a bottle of Signature Rosé for the holidays and can't wait. That is indeed a very special fragrance. I picked mine up. I wore it last week. It's back in its box up there on the shelf. That's one of the best fragrances ever, in my opinion. Sauvage Parfum. Definitely have about $1,000 shopping list that I need to figure out how to hide from the wife. Well, best of luck to you. That's for sure. Cool Water Parfum. Still my favorite version of Cool Water. Excellent choice. Good to see you, Sean. Vertus Vanilla Oud. We got 2 in the chat wearing it. Hell yeah. Excellent, excellent choice. Thank you, sir. I appreciate that. Invictus Victory Elixir. Great smoky vanilla. Beautiful. The patchouli really grounds that one. I think the patchouli is a standout in that fragrance. What's going on, Mo? Good to see you. Howdy to the chat. Kajal Ohm 3. Hey. That one does a good enough job to where I don't need Tigar. Because at the beginning of the year, Tigar was on the must get before the year ends list. It was on the bucket list for the year, the wish list. And when I got Kajal Ohm 3, I'm like, no, this does it. This is good enough. Icon is awesome. Yeah, I haven't really seen it at discount. This was like, if you can find it. Haltane from Parfums de Marlin. Looking to pick up French Defense and Guerlain L'Homme Ideal Extreme. Hell yeah. Damn. That's some special fruity fragrances right there. Cherry and plum. And one's syrupy boozy and one is earthy. Because all that tobacco. Beautiful fragrances. Luis, good to see you. Dylan Blue and Triumph of Bacchus. Interesting double take today. We got an all-time great blue and, I mean, my favorite tobacco fragrance. So I don't know how many of you agree with that as your personal favorite, but definitely my personal favorite. Noir Extreme and maybe French Defense. Sounds like a lot of people are interested in French Defense. I hope you guys have tried it because it's pricey. I don't want y'all to go blind buy because even from discount, it's like $300, right around $300. I'd hate for y'all to blind buy and be like, oh, I just don't get it. It's not for me, because that very well could happen. All right, we're skipping on down. Rafe, good to see you, sir. Wearing Owajan. Did you check out the decants? No, sir, I had not. You would have seen it in a live stream. This is why I don't like people sending me bunches of stuff, because they'll like, because I saw your message on Instagram and then I'm seeing this from you here. And probably a week from now, you might happen to mention it again. See what I'm saying? Because there's an expectation. Like, man, I sent you all this stuff. When are you going to check it out? This is why I don't like people sending me stuff. This is why I like to stick to brands and companies, because there's no expectation. And a lot of the times it's not people that I'm going to talk to all the time. Whereas you're someone I talk to all the time. I appreciate you sending me the stuff. Kalen, I'm behind on decants with him. Kalen and the Bishop and just Kix Griffey. I got a travel atomizer for another 13 and some decants he sent me. Some things jump the line. When I get these packages from these companies, they jump the line. These random decants that we sniff, we just do those at random from time to time. So please be patient, my man. Okay, yeah, I see your newest comment on YouTube. I just want to let you know this is like the big reason, because I've gotten very lax. For years, I would tell people no. Every time they wanted to send me something, no. To avoid this stuff. So they don't ask, hey man, when are you going to check this out? It's like, no, I don't want expectations. So, and I know you don't. You're stating you don't. I'm just filling you in on why I had been like that for so many years. And I got lax on it in the last like year or so, to where it's like, sure, what the hell? Here's my P.O. box. It's been good so far. Nobody's been like breathing down my neck. I'm just throwing it out there because I feel guilty, because it's like, it's not like I'm not going to rush and rip the package open and smell. You know what I mean? That's how they get piled up, though. And that's when I got to start like telling people to slow down and like, no, don't send nothing. So just letting you know where I'm at with it. Good to see you, though. I hope you and the wife are well. That's a hell of a list. Oh, no, that's all the decants, yeah. Yeah, I saw a bunch of them. Some of those I've had multiple people send me, like Midnight in Paris. I've had 3 or 4 different people send that to me. Now, Aqua Fahrenheit and Artisan Black, I didn't notice those. I've never smelled those. Gucci Envy, I have a decant. I want to say Jeremiah sent to me. Maybe even Porom 2 as well. Gucci Porom 1, though, I've never smelled. I don't think I have a decant of that one. French Defense. A lot of people want to get French Defense. Original Santal. Hell yeah. And then Porom Extreme. So Porom Extreme, I don't think is coming out at the end of this year. Might be beginning of next year, probably. That's more realistic because next week, the Privé is coming out. I don't know if it's just going to be pre-order or just straight up it's available, buy it now, and it's going to ship. Again, George is not coming back till 2 more days. He'll be back in the country. I talked to him day before yesterday. It was the last time I talked to him. Mango Land and Coco Land from Andrus Parfums. Hell yeah. I haven't tried Coco Land. Mango Land's good, though. Depends on your taste. Because I'll tell you all the different versatile ones, like an Amberful, a Cedrat Boisé, an Aqua Wood, a Vetiver Sensuel. It just depends on your taste. There's no right answer here because it's all opinions and taste. Fragrance is taste driven. Everybody's different. So I might tell you, because for years my default was Cedrat Boisé, and for most people works out. But there's always those people that's like, oh, it's an ashtray. Which I don't even get smokiness from it, but I hear people call it an ashtray fragrance sometimes, which blows my mind. But that's what it smells like to them. So you got to be wary when it comes to a best of anything. Best is just a search term. Viewers search the word best, so people put the word best in their titles. There is no best. Best is an illusion when it comes to art. Perfumery is art. Best is an illusion. It's all just your taste. My taste, your taste, you know. The next content creator's taste. No fragrances for me. Wanting the body balm and body wash of Citrine. The grooming balm is something special. That lotion, oh man. Light blue, oh intense. Alexandria 2 from Zaharoff. All right. On my bucket list is Byredo Slow Dance. I've never looked into that one before. What's that one like? Just curious. Valentino One with the Gold is on the way. I'm assuming you've tried it. I quite like it. It's got this tropical feel to it. It's woody and sweet, kind of like Million Gold, but better. I think it's better than Million Gold. Like I said, it's got this tropical, beachy kind of thing going on. Almost sunscreen-like, not quite. Wearing Messy EDP. It's damn good, in my opinion. Never tried it. Spice Bomb Extreme. You can never go wrong with that. Shoutouts to Kicks, of course. Kajal Lamar and Ferris. Office for Men. YSL L'Homme. Lalique Pour Homme. The Woods Collection Dusk. Latafa Wajud. And Armaf Legacy. All are partial. Sounds like you found you a nice deal. Was that a little all-in-one kind of haul? That's an interesting bundle right there. I got a whole list to finish off the collection. So whatever on the list hits best deals will be crossed off. So what you think about it? Is it pretty spot on to Lamal Elixir or what? Because, that Club de Nuit Lionheart or whatever, it's supposed to be Lamal Elixir. I do. Well, yeah, that was before Club La Vila and killed over. It's still the spring break capital. Spring break sucks here. As a local, spring break sucks. You're going to get snow in the low teens. Damn. Good vanilla it depends on your taste though, my man. I know you're a young buck, so I hate to throw vanilla oud at you because it just might not be too much. It might be too much for you. I don't know if your taste is to that point yet. That's something you'll get to later. For those of you who don't know, my man Z Fragrance is a young fella making content. Subscribe to Z Fragrances. I would say try some stuff from Montal and Mancera. They're vanilla dominant stuff like Oud Vanille from Mancera. That's not a real funky oud. It's more of a dry oud that kind of smells like roasted marshmallows by a bonfire kind of thing. Not quite by the fireplace type of smell. It's not spicy like that. But it's got this smoked wood, creamy vanilla kind of thing. That's a pretty interesting one. It's not a dangerous play, like a really risky blind buy, but it's also not your stereotypical designer vanilla that's so redundant because all these different brands have a similar fragrance to it. Oud Vanille, Aoudvanille. I actually did a review on it like 5 years ago. It's really good. It's actually really good. Great performer too. You can find it for like $75-$80 for the 120 ml. That's one I would probably throw at you, so you can dive your taste a little further. Because I know you got the Strong With You fragrances. You got some of those, and I would say something like that probably be the next step up for you. One of those Mancera vanillas. Because I'd hate to throw something that's got some funk to it at you, and you end up not being ready for it, or just all out not liking that yet. Because your taste is going to change and develop as you get older. Just like your taste in food, your taste in fragrance is going to be the same way. Like when I was a kid on into my teens, even like 19, 20 years old, I did not like onions. Now I can damn near eat an onion like an apple. Eat onions every day, multiple times a day. Your taste changes over time. Sol Batik, that would make Joel very healthy, very happy if he was here. Strong With You, the original, doesn't get enough love because it's got so many good flankers. I would highly suggest checking out a bunch of the samples. You can get samples of pretty much everything from the house. We just talked about that a few minutes ago. I'm sure you heard. There's no such thing as one good answer here. There's multiple ones. The safer everyday ones, your Aquawood, Cedrat Boisé, Amberful, Vetiver Sensuel, stuff like that. Oh, a lot of their fragrances. I would recommend getting a sample set. You can buy samples from them and kind of build a set. St. John, beautiful tropical fragrance. Manhattan is great. I'm going to wear Manhattan Midnight, the new flanker, for the first time, probably within the next 2 days. That's why I got it lined up right here. Austin's pretty good sweet leather. He's got so many good ones. If you want tropical and coconut, you can always go, like I said, St. John, and then you got both the different Miami flankers. Tropical Confessions is more of a creamy type of coconut. So it all depends on your taste, man. Montebaco Intensivo, Amouage Enclave, Boudicca Night of Love. Interesting. I'm assuming that's what you're going to be dropping the cheese on, man. There's some good options there, especially Enclave. Don't get me wrong, I like Intensivo, and I've never tried the Boudicca, but Enclave, man, if you like mint, that's special. That's really strong too. It's an oriental mint dominant fragrance. It's really smoky and resinous with this beautiful spearmint note at the top. It's so good. Tobacco Rose, that's a good one. I used to have a decant. Aquagio 2024 from Max Roma. No, that would be the ones other than actually just getting Invictus. That's a recommendation I could throw at you. How about you get Invictus? Instead of looking for fragrances that smell like Invictus, just get Invictus if that's what you're interested in. CKB Aftershowering. And see, I'm not a big fan of that one. My wife ended up taking that bottle. I wasn't going to use it anyway, so that kind of worked out. I bought a 200 ml for cheap. It just didn't work for me. My wife hated the snow when we were in Colorado Springs. I didn't mind it. Driving in it sucks, but it's pretty. So let's skip down a little bit. What's going on, Kaylin? ATH Notorious. My wish list of fragrances would be Fragrance Du Bois Oud Orange Intense. I've heard good things about that one. And Elysium Parfum Pour Homme. Now we're talking. Now we are talking. Parfums de Marley Harrod for the holidays. I'm picking up that Saffron Colognese. Yes, that's one of my favorite pickups of the year. Oh my God, is that so good? I had to fight giving it a 10 in my first impressions. I loved it so damn much. It is so freaking good. Your comments on it sealed the deal for me. Oh, yeah. You see how excited I got just to talk about it just now? It's so good. Love these lives. I'm going to be spending. I'm going to be spending too, man. I can't say I'm not going to encourage it this time of year because, boy, I'm going to be doing it. Every year. I spend a good bit. I told my wife 2 days ago, I think it was, I was like, I've already got hit with the Black Friday deals. Bought some more gut health stuff. I bought some more liver pills, liver support pills, and gastrointestinal stomach liner powder, more of my fresh greens powder from Revive Supplements. They had 40% off the website. So I doubled up. I bought two of this, which I am an affiliate with Revive, but obviously the 40% off was much grander than my 10% discount code. So yeah, so a little different this year with my Black Friday shopping. I bought gut health and organ health, liver in my gut. How things change, but I am going to be buying some fragrances, rest assured. Ooh, Subtle Pour Homme. I haven't sprayed that in a long time. That's really good. Super fresh. Now the flanker. Oh, that is the flanker. Subtle. So, wait, which one? The one that smells like soap. So Farragon, which one? Damn it. Because there's two of them. I think Subtle is the soap one that I was like, basic bar soap garbage. No. Okay, so that's the regular one. Okay, yeah, this one. That one's really good. It's the flanker. That's the like super light blue colored juice, like sky blue colored, not this blue gradient. The other one, basic ass soap fragrance. Not even a good soap fragrance, it's basic ass soap. This is pretty damn good. This don't get any love anymore. That's super, super fresh. Well, I sure appreciate that. That's it. I thought you'd been watching me longer than that. I appreciate you though. Some bourbon hunting. Watch out now. All right. Zaharoff Wanted by Night, because I only have Ferragamo Uomo Boston Private Accord for colder weather so far. It's been popping up. Apparently it's back in production. I thought it was discontinued, and it's like on Macy's website now. So maybe it was never really discontinued. I don't know. I think so. I think that's one of their top 3 best fragrances from the house. Uomo Signature, Red Leather, and Aqua Cinziali Blue are my 3 favorites from Ferragamo. Dip their toes in. Both the teams would probably like it instead of toys. Hey, man, when in doubt, Versace Mano Fresh. They will like it. Yeah. People will tell them they smell nice. That is such a great first fragrance, a teenager fragrance. Everybody can enjoy that one, but that's my recommendation. It's so easy to go that route, man. Moleculo one. Surprisingly, 2 people made me Google it for them today. Well, that's kind of surprising. Hey, man, you never know what's going to trigger it, right? Just that one note did the trick. Royal Bourbon from Plume Impression. Now we're talking. What a strong contender for one of the best tobacco fragrances ever. God, it's so believable. It's like cutting open a cigar, and we've been over this many times. Not a cheap Philly or anything like that. It's like a quality Cuban cigar, hand wrapped, rolled to perfection, dry, hasn't been lit. Hard candy elixir from ATH and ATH Ohm. Hell yeah. Almost. We got a flanker, Mugler Angel Nova. I was expecting you to say Mugler Angel. Because I know you're a Mugler fan. It's good to see you, Saga. Why EDP? Boring. No. You smell great. Don't look at it as boring. You probably got at least one compliment today. I'm assuming at work, you probably got a compliment from somebody because it's really freaking strong. I know they smelled you. I know people smelled you. Even if you did 2 sprays, people smelled you. Don't look at it as boring, man. It's good stuff. Oh, well, that's nice. And they won't send me the correct fragrance that I ordered unless I send back the wrong one that they said. Well, that makes sense. You got to send it back. Because too many people are dishonest and would just keep both fragrances. I get why they would do that. You should do the right thing if you want the right fragrance. Yeah, they screwed up, but yeah, you got to send that one back. You have to. Yeah. I wouldn't get mad at them for that. I understand where they're coming from there. Not right now, man. Paintball is not on the cards right now. Not in the cards right now. I can't risk an injury. Not right now. I'll put too much work in for these upcoming competitions. And I've got 2 hard leg days every week. I can't run the risk of getting a knee injury or anything like that on the field. So after these 2 competitions in April and May, we're looking at like November of 26. So I'm going to have a long extended period where I'm going to have a stretch where I can play. And it's not going to be as on point. We're jumping right back into getting ready for contests. So unfortunately, trust me, I want to go play. Now, am I going to make any content? Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. It wouldn't be on this fucking channel anyway. This is a fragrance channel. Every time I've ever done anything other than fragrance, people bitched, cried, moaned, complained, told me they were unsubscribing. This is a fragrance channel. Shout outs to those crybaby bitches. I'm glad they're going. Because I did some training shoe reviews years ago on here, and I literally had to, you know, because that's always my favorites when people have to comment to tell me they're unsubscribing, and here's why I'm unsubscribing. This is a fragrance channel. You should. Oh, I thought it was my channel. Oh, thank you, sir. Yeah, I remember that distinctively. It was like 3 people that like chewed me out for doing non-fragrance content on here. So, which I was testing the waters to see how that would go. So yeah, that would be on my TLTG Kicks channel, my sneaker channel, where I do other things, some fitness content here and there and stuff. So if I do happen to do any paintball content, it will be on that channel. But then again, like, because initially I was thinking I would, but when I actually do get to go run around a bit more, it's like I'm not going to want to worry about the GoPro and getting the content, making sure the camera's running. And I'm not even going to want to bother with the shit, honestly. I'm not saying I won't do it. I'm just saying more and more I'm thinking maybe not. And I'm just going to go enjoy myself because it's been a little while. So likelihood is low, basically, is the moral of that story. Understandable. One more intense. Good stuff. Boss Bottled Absolute. Now we're talking. Kajal Icon. Scandal Absolute, which Fragrance Buy just had it in stock. I don't know if it's still in stock. Altair, Supremacy Collector's Edition, and Eros Energy. That's quite the lineup. I'm buying some good shit lately, man. Good job. To Me 19 Degrees. I still think that's the best fragrance. Dusk is like number 2. Good to see you, sir. Ferragamo One More Signature. We were just talking about this. It's raining for you too, huh? It's been nasty all day for me. Paragon by Initio. It's a must-have. Wanted by Night. Good to see you as well. Divine Asylum, the Elysium Clone. Into the Wild is Fire. Also let me discover Darren Allen Perfumes. Yeah, he does great work. And yeah, Into the Wild is amazing. It's just not something I have a lot of opportunity to wear appropriately. Like I can wear it just chilling, just for the hell of it. But something like that, it's so artistic and so well done. It's like I feel like I owe it respect. And I'm like this with a lot of fragrances where it deserves the respect of being worn appropriately. And I just don't have a ton of scenarios these days where fragrances like that would get worn. But it's so well composed. Honey Oud. Oh, Carrie, you're killing the game today. It's the best Montal fragrance ever to me. It's my favorite still. Excellent choice. So we're going to skip down. Now that I see Sean just mentioned Into the Wild, that tells me I'm extremely far back in these comments. I don't really feel Darley's that close to Lamal. At least to my nose, people say maybe 70% is more balsamic and floral. Lamal is more vanilla powder. I disagree, sir. I disagree. I think it is extremely close personally. But thank you for letting me know and weighing in your opinion. Clearly, we have a differing opinion. Legend EDP and Fierce. Oh, well, AKA Fierce. Okay, I thought you were layering. My bad. I read that wrong. Jasada Ambassador. Quite nice. Hit on the shock drop for the Smith 3s. They got shipped today. My coach hit on them too. Like he got the email for it. He went check. He could have got them. He's got the 2018s though, which he was wearing a couple days ago. And he was like, I passed on him. He's like, you got yours though, right? I was like, I literally put the video out the day before the shock drop. Yeah. I like them. People have been complaining about the quality. I don't know how you can buy a general release from Jordan brand and expect high quality these days. I don't understand. Even their limited releases, certain ones are pretty good quality, but they're still not that great. They rip us off. They really do. Late and exclusive. What's going on, Dan? Excellent choice. So let me skip on down a bit. Oh, wow. Really? We could definitely do better than that. We got 158 in the chat currently as I look. Let's take a look. 79 likes. Damn. Half. Y'all only kind of like me? Come on, yeah. Can your brother get a like? A little quick thumbs up. Just fast as you can blink. You can hit that thumbs up. Help me out. It does help. Hook a brother up. For the high humidity and heat, is it better for the collector's edition or neither are really that great for high heat, honestly. I would say Supremacy Silver is better for that. I wore that last night. I haven't worn it in a while. This is fresher. I would say this is better for the high heat, honestly. Get slept on now. Because Supremacy Not Only Intense is so good, and then now the collector's edition is even better. This gets forgotten. And honestly, they're all three different from one another. They share things, but they're also different at the same time. Good to see you. Vintage Radio layered with liquid broom. Okay, so yeah, wow, I'm way behind because I read this off of the YouTube side a long time ago. Holy shit. I'm way behind. So I apologize. I'm going to be skipping quite a bit. A lot of decants I sent your personals, Ross, you're good. Or the personal. Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, because I feel guilty when I don't get to them right away, and like shit, time, a couple weeks start passing and stuff like that. That's why I was explaining it to Rafe the way I was. Like, man, I'm behind. Kaylin sends me shit random. You send me shit all the time randomly. Bishop sent me this pile. God, I couldn't even tell you how long it's been with that bottle of plumbing cognac, because the Bishop's over the top giving. Shout outs to the Bishop. Oh shit. Damn, I'm sorry to hear that. I had no idea. Damn. Well, that sucks. Fuck, man. I'm sorry to hear that, dude. Keep your focus on other shit. Don't let it ruin every day. I know it's easier said than done. I feel for you though, man. I haven't gone through it myself. Hopefully I never will. I don't think that I'm going to need to concern myself with it, but then again, you never know. So, man, that's fucking terribly sorry to hear that, dude. Quick, somebody say something stupid so I can entertain him by being a dick to somebody. Be a smart ass or something. Somebody say something stupid. Quick. We got to make him crack a joke or something. I don't know what you're referring to, ma'am. I won't even say your name. So he doesn't know I'm speaking to you directly. My shopping list for this year's bottle is Loam EDP. My influence is rubbing all over you guys. I see this. Yeah, it is that good. It is that good. That's one of the better Loam flankers they've put out. And it's true to the original. They flankered it correctly. I'm so proud of. Oh, speaking of the Bishop, he is here. Good to see you, Bishop. Noir Extreme Spice Bomb Infrared Eau de Parfum, best release of 2023 as far as designers, and Le Male de Parfum. That stuff's iconic at this point, I think. It's only been a few years, but I think it's iconic. We got Silver Blue, New Toffee, and Vanilla Shagaf Oud, Cinnamon Rolls from Theodore Cat. Cinnamon rolls, huh? I was suffering looking at cinnamon rolls in the bakery yesterday when we were doing some grocery shopping. I was killing myself with it. Holy business. All right. YSL, I'm assuming Y, EDP Intense, or the Le Parfum, like both, may get bottle of Carlisle. Very different. I mean, to me, the best version of Y is the Le Parfum. I think the most versatile is the EDP Intense. It's more of a woody aromatic. It's the least sweet of the bunch. It doesn't have the aldehydes of the EDT and the Le Parfum, which I like the aldehydes. But honestly, I think Le Parfum is still the best one. Certain ones are. I mean, really all of them, kind of. I mean, Moustache EDP is still the way to go, I think. One more signature, top 3 from Ferragamo from me personally. Sweet coffee and leather. Beautiful stuff. Yeah, they got a bunch of them. At Macy's, they wouldn't sell it to you. Why? It's a retail store. Why? What do they keep it? That's long discontinued. That's crazy that they have it. Why would they not sell it to you? Because it's probably clearanced out for a penny or some shit. And they're like, oh, then they just discovered it when you brought it to the attention. They're like, we're going to buy this. Screw that guy. I bet you that's the case. When Joe Anthony worked at Bloomingdale's, he got the hook up on them Gucci Guilty Absolute testers. $5. He had a bunch of them for $5 a piece. He sent me one. He's like, I don't sweat it. It's $5. That's how I got Gucci Guilty Absolute. Shout out to Joe Anthony on Average Joe. So you never know. They might have been clearance down for $5 or some shit, and by you seeing it, you brought it to their attention. They're like, shit, I'm gonna buy that. We ain't selling it to this guy. That really could be the case. That sucks. Aqua Fahrenheit's one of the decants that Rafe sent me. Randy does not like it. I love it though. It's my favorite designer. Not really for me. I don't really dabble much into Zara. I only got like 2 fragrances from them. French Riviera, Amberful, Coco Loco, Day 3, Downtown Deja Vu, and of course, George's Privé. That's quite the list right there. The Bishop is in the house. Yes, it is officially discontinued, and when the stock is gone, the stock is gone. The new version, right here. Oh, still super smoky, but it lacks the pungence of because birch tar got banned. So he's got to reformulate. So he's reformulating. This is literally says leather tobacco USA safe. I've knocked down a nice little bit of it. It's amazing. It's not as dark of a juice because it doesn't have the birch tar. It's still smoky as all hell, though. It just doesn't have that like thick tar smell to the way the smoky. It's more of a fluffy smoke. Like it's actually more aromatic, but it's still crazy ass strong. Like it didn't really freshen the fragrance up, but the opening lightened up a little bit, but it's still like over the top, ridiculously strong. It's going to be renamed. The bottle is changing a little bit. Like there's things, he's got ideas. We talked about it the other day. We were actually had the exact same idea. He's like, that's exactly what I was thinking. So I'm not going to say, because we brought it up when he jumped on the live stream the other day while he was in Australia. God, so good. So this will be sometime next year because he's got enough stock that's going to last a little while. So if you want to get leather tobacco, you still have a chance to get leather tobacco. Just know that when it's gone, it's gone. It is discontinued officially. Velvet Fire Parfums on my shopping list. It's fantastic, versatile fragrance with quality and complexity. It rivals Hypnotizing Fire. You, sir, missed. I mentioned that would make you very happy if you were here. Somebody mentioned they're wearing Soul Batik. Thought of you. I haven't tried any J'adore clones. I haven't tried any. I'm sure somebody out there makes one. It might be a brand you never tried before, but somebody probably does. Creed Viking. Hell yeah, Newt. Excellent choice. Shopping list is one of the fragrances. It's Boss Bottled Absolute. Tried over the weekend. Was a hit for me and the wife as well. It's a hit in this household, that's for sure. Today I was looking at reviews to buy my first Mancera perfume, and I saw on your channel Black Prestigium. Oh, buddy. I have yet to have an opportunity to give it a full wearing. I just pull the cap and smell it all the time. I've probably done like 5 test sprays, and I pull the cap and sniff it all the time. That is special. That's one of the best he's ever made, Pierre Montal. But the wearability is so situational for me personally. It depends on your lifestyle. You'll probably have more opportunities to wear it. It depends on how you feel. But that stuff is special. Oh, buddy. Funky oud leather. It's smoky. It's earthy. It's rose, violet, and iris. You get all of it. Oh, God. It's amazing. It's special. I think that's one of the most well-done fragrances Pierre Montal's made. My man Marcus is in the house, killing the game with them Jordan 4s he was wearing today and LV Afternoon Swim. For those of you, fun fact for you guys, on his post, the guy was saying, man, I love that you incorporate the fragrances in your post. He's like, I collect too. And he mentioned how Fragcom is terrible, way worse than the sneaker community. And I chimed in. He said, I keep him engaged, which I appreciate the love. And I said, oh yeah, Fragcom's awful. You're right. This community. I don't mean us, me and you guys that are here all the time together. Some of the most toxic shit on the internet is the just shit side of the fragrance community. The fragrance community. Yeah. Toxic for no good reason. No good reason. Yeah. I chimed in quick on that because I got tagged in it. It's like, yeah, he ain't lying. Because I'm pretty deep in the sneaker community. I don't see this kind of bullshit that we see in the fragrance community. Hell no. Estrogen levels are high in the fragrance community, boy. Oh my God. If you like vanilla type scent, try Jo Malone. There's a great recommendation from a lady that lives the fragrance world in her daily life. If you're ever in I forgot which mall it is in the Jacksonville area, go to Dillard's and see Miss Heather at the Creed Boutique area. She works directly in the Creed area, but she can help you with all other brands as well. and provide an excellent experience as well. Because I've had it for years. That's why I keep passing on it. I've had it for years. Type in TLTG Hollister Wave and go watch that rack store video from like 4 or 5 years ago when I picked it up. Yeah, because I have it. That's why I don't do a lot of rack store videos anymore, because every time I go, it's like a bunch of shit I already have of anything that would even be worth picking up. And see, I get a lot more green out of it. A lot more green. They use premium. Yeah, for sure. For sure. It's amazing. It's absolutely amazing. No worries. She's got him in the Zaharoff Fragrance Hall today. Had 1 casualty out of the 12. I'm sorry to hear that. Myrrh and Tonka. Manera MFK is so good. Yeah, I haven't worn it in a long time, man. It is really, really good, though. But, I mean, I can say that for so many fragrances, especially Manera, though, because I just have tons. The wife was digging the hell out of Midnight Gold 2 days ago, or yesterday, actually. Before I went live, she gave me a big hug. She came back in the room, or actually, because I came in the room, she followed me after. She's like, I don't know what you're wearing. And she did like this with her shirt to smell it again. She's like, but it's all over me. It smells amazing. She said, what are you wearing today? So I showed her, and she's like, Midnight. She said, this ain't no night fragrance. I said, I know. I say that every time I talk about it, babe. I was like, what are you getting? And she's like, it's just really, really fresh. Really fresh and a little powdery. I said, I'll take it. That's a great way to describe it. It is very fresh and powdery. Citruses, fresh rose. Beautiful. Wife approved. She smelled it before. It's not the first time. It's just been a while since I wore it. And she got a good whiff of it. It literally stayed on her from a hug. And she chased me back down. She's like, what are you wearing? This is like really good. So highly versatile too. Anybody that likes a good fresh rose, you can wear that every day. Every day. Especially in a professional setting. You wear that every day. Lacoste L'Homme EDT. Good one. Definitely a good one. I have that one. I think you meant Redcon one. Yeah, I still have my affiliate link with them. I really don't get a lot of supplements. I still use Total War most of the time. I have Mr. Hyde is my pre-workout right now. Most of my supplements are Revive. And I do have Redcon 1 Ration, the big 5-pound jug of the whey concentrate. Right now, I had to switch back to whey isolate. I use Dimetize 100. I got the Fruity Pebbles flavor right now. When I use whey isolate, I use Dimetize. Cost efficient. It's a little more affordable. Like the reason I got the Fruity Pebble flavor, I found it from a seller on eBay for $76 for the 5-pound. When I paid $97 on Amazon for the vanilla one, the month and a half prior. So it was like, $21 less. And look, it's not that good. It doesn't taste that much like Fruity Pebbles, but I bear through it. It's about cost efficiency for whey isolate for me. Cost efficiency for a good brand, which Dimetize is a good brand. So, but yeah, I still wear Redcon 1 apparel and stuff all the time. I don't use as much of their supplements. The last thing I went through was their GI juice, their greens powder, before I switched to the Revive one, which was like a month and a half ago or something like that. And I'll probably end up getting some more Total War. I love all the different flavors from Total. There's so much variety with flavors for Total War. I figured that would make you happy. All right, let's skip on down just a little bit. Yeah, it'll be out in the spring. That's okay. That's okay. Yeah, it'll be around in the spring. It's not going anywhere. It's staying in the collection. What's going on, Dunk? Really? Do you like it? A lot of people are disappointed by it. It's going to go in my top 10 worst designers released. It disappointed me a little bit, but it doesn't smell bad. It's not a bad smelling fragrance. It could have been so much better. It was a bad follow-up to Infrared EDP, in my opinion. But it's not terrible. It smells good. What do you think? I'm curious on what you think, because I know you typically like the more old school powerhouse masculine stuff. Very curious on what you think about that one, Doug. Harmony Code Absolute. I have no idea. I've never even heard of this fragrance. Everybody always assumes I tried every clone. Daily, I get asked about clones I've never even heard of. What is this versus this? Which one's better? I don't know. I've never smelled it. Oh, shit. That's a tough question. Shout out to EQ. That's a big EQ recommendation, which he's going live tomorrow. Top 40 like Caribbean vacation fragrances or something. The last live in his old house before he finishes moving. Man, I can't really pick one fragrance, man. You know how long it's been? Like long before I was doing content, I didn't have a signature scent. Like the last time I could call something a signature scent was like 2010, maybe. I was wearing Ed Hardy Love and Luck a lot. I would call that my last like kind of signature scent because I was wearing the shit out of it. Like 6 months straight, I was wearing the shit out of that. Not till April. The schedule's not out for Florida yet, so I don't know the exact date. It was April 13th this year, and then May 31st for the Panama City show. So I don't know. I'm assuming sometime mid-April and then into May again. My brother's wedding is in New Orleans on Mother's Day, so I'm hoping the May show is May 31st. That gives me 2 weeks out because I'll be in between shows for my brother's wedding. I literally got to hike to New Orleans with an ice chest full of my food and everything because like I can't eat with the foods over there. He's like, well, let me know if you need me to comment. I was like, no, I'm gonna bring my own shit. Just so I'm gonna look good in my suit though. So I told him I'm gonna look good in my suit. I'm gonna rent a suit for sure because I'm gonna need it tailored to specific measurements because my current measurements are not gonna be the same. So I'm look good for his wedding though. I'll literally be in between having got off stage, a couple weeks past, and then like 2 weeks out from getting on stage again. We'll look good in the wedding photos. It's gonna be great. Ooh, Birth of Venus and Mincer Black to Black. I've never tried that one. Never tried that one. Oh, yeah. That bottle's gimmicky looking. It used to be at Burlington all the time. I never picked it up. So let's skip on down. I know I'm behind a little bit. You reviewed this. You got your nose on Code. No, I haven't tried the new version of Code EDP. A bunch of people in this chat have told me that it's closer to Code Profumo. Which, if that's the case, I don't want it then because I have Code Profumo. Because not everything's about just reviewing it for me. It's like if I already have it, like getting a new version of Aqua de Joe EDP or the new re-release the following year of Aqua de Joe Parfum that's closer to Profumo, supposedly. It's like, well, I have Profumo and I got Aqua de Joe Parfum. So it's like, I'm not going to buy that. Because people are like, oh, but we want to hear your opinion. Yeah, but I still got to buy it. And that's a complete waste. I got a ton of wastes of money back here. I get it. But that's a really big waste of money for me. Like totally bad purchase. So situations like that, it's like, I'm not even going to bother. Now, if I was to get a decant, that's a different story. And it was subtle fresh. That is the flanker I was thinking of. It smells like just straight up bar soap and not even like a really good. There's some really good soap fragrances. That's not a really good soap fragrance. It's super basic. Dior Intense, Ludano Nero, and Ivory Root. All right. Ferragamo Oud. So I haven't worn that in a long time, man. I reviewed that like, man, it's been probably 3 years plus. It's been over 3 years since I reviewed that one. It's been a while. It's very spicy and woodsy. Pretty good from them, for sure. Gentleman Society, great choice. Lucky brand, Lucky you had. That's nice. I find it's more grassy green than just soapy, honestly. Oh, man. Yeah, those are so good. All right, man. So get me Signature Aurum. Says no to the Mentor because of the price. LOL, you think I would really like Aurum. Getting a sample soon. Well, it depends on how you feel about honey. Because that's the main thing here. Raw honey. Yeah. Raw honey dripping down a cinnamon stick. That's what your opening experience is going to be. It's phenomenal if you like honey fragrances. It's among the best ever. That's for certain. It's a amber gourmand, as George categorized it. So that's the question you have to answer. Do you love honey in a fragrance? Because boy, you have to if you're gonna get that. You have to love honey. So let me skip on down. We get so behind so quick. What's up, Randy? 1 million privé. I am doing well. I hope you are also. You get booze from it. Yeah, I don't get the oud is just like a dry wood accord. It's not real oud. It's a basic woody note. They just threw the word oud on it. Basically, it's more spices and woods than anything else. I'm surprised you get booze, though. It's been a while since I smelled it, though. I don't remember it being boozy, but again, it's been a couple of years since I've sprayed it. So it could be boozy. I just don't recall. Oh, shit. That sucks. Dislike it, but the test sprays I've been complimented in several places with just the decant. Would you be hyped Finzo Amore? I don't think that's going to happen. I think he would show up in AEW long before he'd be back at WWE. I just don't see that being the case. I follow Enzo on IG. I have for years. He kind of ruined himself in the wrestling business, just like Austin Aries. Look, I can relate to being a dickhead, but sometimes you got to not be such a dickhead. They're both dickheads, and I love them in the ring, especially Enzo on the mic. Austin Aries is just great all around. Good old A-double. Anybody that remembers Austin Aries, he can't get a job with a decent company to save his life. He's got to work the indies of the indies. Only 75 likes. Come on, ladies and gents. Oh, damn. We got 178 in the chat currently. I sure appreciate you guys. 113 on the likes. We're doing good. The ratio is still not special, but once we get over 100 likes, you won't hear me complaining. I sure appreciate it. When we hit triple digits, I'm good. Anything extra is just that. It's lanyard. It's extra. It's a bonus. Yeah, no one cares, Jared. Exactly. 190, 4.2 ounce. They threw in Opulence Leather from Mason Alhambra for free. Sense of Beauty is the store. That's a good store. They got an eBay store I bought from before. There you go. Oh, stop your bullshit. We've been talking very highly of it in this chat. There will be no slander on Boss Bottled Absolute here in this live chat today. You can take that nonsense to your live chat. We will not be defaming that beautiful fragrance. I think when we started talking about it, yeah, Randy just don't like that fragrance. We're not eye to eye on that one. Let them know. Let them know. Clive Christian X. All right. Joe Malone, Cypress and Grapevine. Potato. Got a sample of Wynwood. It's a good thing. Thinking of getting a full bottle. Man, I used to have a 5 ml of that. It's been so long since I've smelled it. That and Kumquat Wood. Kumquat Wood, for anybody that likes Terre d'Hermes, you can get Mancera's version of it, basically. That legendary Mancera performance. It's pretty good. Only if you say please. There you go. Oh, Appletini. I like Kamra, but I like Kawa more. Just take Kamra and add coffee to it. I think you're better off getting Kawa personally, but I wouldn't take it over Appletini. Boozy Boss Bottled Intense EDP. I know it's apple brandy on the rocks, but that's what it smells like to me. Boss Bottled Intense EDP plus booze. I haven't tried it yet. I've heard really good things, though. A lot of people have been mentioning French Defenses on their list. That's what I like to hear. That tells me you guys are hearing me out and seeing my reactions to when I smell it. Because my God, Mentor too, man. I just wish they weren't so expensive. Like, it's hard for me to recommend, like, oh my God, y'all really need to try this, because it's like, damn, I'm recommending $300 and $400 bottles here that, look, honest to God, I'd probably still have to have, even if they weren't sent to me, because once I experience them, it's like, shit, they are that good. To me, they are that good. Something's got to come across that good to me for me to spend 300 plus. It's not often I'll drop that kind of cheese on a fragrance. It's very rare. Most of the time, my cap's around $250. Those are it. They're amazing. Definitely sample first, though. Good to see you, sir. Getting ready for work. Send today, Coach Platinum, for this cool 35-degree day. I'm jealous. But I'm going to have some cool weather the next 3 days, though. No, you shut your dirty mouth. You shut your mouth when you're talking to me. Let's see. Lamencite, planning to purchase Meteor sometime this month. Focused on my son. He's my whole world. There you go. Something great to focus on. Wow, I'm far behind. Boobs. Now you're just saying dumb shit? All right. I hear that. This is an older bottle that Jared sent me. Jared's always got the stash. Yeah, sure. That's not bullshit that you're just spewing just to spew. Sure. No, I've never heard of this one. Oh yeah, cumin in certain instances is really bad. Declaration Parfum from Cartier. Oh, whoa, that's not for me. They do. I'll be dropping a video that morning. Yeah, they got a Black Friday sale. He might be. I have no idea. Damn. That's a good way to look at it. That's a great outlook. Okay, this is interesting. Giovanni spelled out Creed one letter at a time. Yeah. I don't know what you're saying about Creed, but I like Creed. I like a lot of their stuff. Well, yeah, they got to subscribe for 14 days before they can say something. It does. They do pop up, though. They do pop up. Had to go with OG Spice Bomb today, man. It's goated. All-time great. Well, yeah, but hey, it worked out perfectly. He was able to spell it out all in succession from one another. 8 samples from Zaharoff. Love the Blue and Black Rose. That's 2 of my top 3. Signature Rose being the other. No, I have not got. I've heard good things though. So let's skip on down. I think it smells nice. Just the elixir and try. Oh yeah, I know. I heard your reasoning the other day. Forever. Damn. Left the bottle. Tried to convince him to sell it to me for like $35. I got to wear a few sprays and loved it. Yeah, I got a decant that Rafe sent me. I just haven't opened it yet. They're all good. And Triumph Elixir. Their last 4 releases are really good. They're on fire. They're due for a disappointment. They're due. I hate to say it. I hope not. I hope we get a 5th great release in a row next year. Because usually they release the scent flanker beginning of the year. It's like January, February, we should start hearing about a new The Scent flanker. I'm hoping next summer we get a new light blue summer flanker. We didn't get one this year. They skipped a year on us. So, and I'm hoping we get Spice Bomb Blue or the Blue Spice Bomb. I'm hoping that's the next one. We need a fresh Spice Bomb because Spice Bomb Fresh is long discontinued. I need my Blue Spice Bomb. It's time. I won't be mad with Spice Bomb Elixir. I won't be mad with Spice Bomb Parfum. Sure, I'll take that. But we'll get those inevitably, right? Let's get Spice Bomb Blue. It's time for a fresh Spice Bomb. So I can take all my credit because I've been calling that shit. Most Wanted Intense and Cosmic Pepper. Love the content. I appreciate that, Tim. Thanks, sir. Mind Games Jadob. Yeah, that's crazy that they still have it. Because, like, prime example, when I lived in South Texas in the Beaumont area, when the Macy's in Beaumont closed, you could literally buy the racks that clothes were on, the shelves that displays were used for, the glass cases that the fragrances were in. Like, they sell everything when they close that store. So to hear that they won't sell a tester that they have no use for, they're never getting stock of again, that is surprising they still have that thing collecting dust. I'm kind of shocked to hear that. Oh God, that's not a good office fragrance. Oh God. That's not a good office fragrance. If that's what you were buying it for, oh God, that's a bad idea. Yeah, if that's what you're looking to get it for, I would not advise. No, it's pungent. It's really strong. It's got funk. It's animalic. It's super floral. It's amazing. But boy, is that not good for the office. Oh God. Yeah, I wouldn't do that. I would not do that. I hope that's not what you were planning on. If that's what your intent was, abort that plan. That's not a good move, I don't think. It depends on the office you work in. It might work. If you work at a tattoo shop, probably work out. If that's your office, they won't give a shit. It's different. You got a cubicle or office space or something? Yeah, HR ain't gonna like that. That one lady you work with that got sensitive nose gonna hate that fragrance. She's gonna rat you out to HR quick. That ain't a good one. That ain't a good one. That Karen that works 3 spaces over, she gonna get you. Don't wear that to work. Raja Apex, both versions, really, really good. It's been a while since I wore that either. Both are phenomenal. Versace Oud Noir, Chapard's Oud Malaki, and Lamassad Oud. All right, so I'm going to skip down a little bit. I'm just getting so far behind. Devontae, good to see you, sir. Royal Triple X and Day 3 Fragrance Sample Set. Can't wait to get it in. Neil, good to see you, sir. The one Royal Night, the one that I don't have of that line. Definitely going to check out Valentino One More Intense. The Envy of FOMO, which is really good. I need to wear that again. And maybe Dumont Accent Intense as well, apparently. It's a nice chocolate date night scent. Scent of the Day Dracar Intense. Great, great cheapie for the holidays. Yeah, no doubt. God, I'm so far behind. It's great to have such an active chat, but it's so easy to get far behind. Dior Homme Parfum. I'm assuming that's on your list. That is phenomenal. 19 degrees, number one on the list. That's their best fragrance, I think. No, I like it, but not enough to buy it. I would suggest one that's really close to it's Happy Land's Haymaker. EJ created a version that's pretty close to it. Happy Land Haymaker would be a good one to go with there. Yeah, for sure. Astros and the Braves. That's my two baseball teams because that's who I grew up rooting for. So I'm from Louisiana. We didn't have a baseball team. That's who was on TV. You know, so that's what we root for. Good to see you, sir. Mont Blanc Explorer. Excellent choice. Yeah, it's beautiful, man. It's so fresh. So fresh. Jazz Club and Refucket. Hell yeah. Finally received my signature rosé today. Let's give him a round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. A true robbery and just an actual shame. It's been shameful for me as his friend, knowing that rose is his favorite note. He loves rose fragrances like I love iris fragrances. And he just got it. He smelled it before, so don't give him a hard time. I've given him enough hard times. All the time, I give him a hard time. Today, I'm like a pageant mom watching my daughter on stage, kind of proud of my man Kix Griffey. That's the kind of pride I got right now that he got signature rosé in today. So once again, let's give him a round of applause. Soft live stream clap for my man for achieving greatness in his collection that was just missing. He got Black Rose. He's been rocking the hell out of some Black Rose, but he needed signature rosé. I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud of you. It almost brings a tear to my eye. Now you don't have to hear me give you a hard time anymore. That works out, huh? Sandy, good to see you, sir. I hope you're doing well. Oh, man. We're trying for Bacchus. Excellent choice. See, the only reason I don't get Neffs is I'm going to buy it to smell it once and it's going to sit there because I just don't have any. I got so much really good stuff, really special fragrances that just sit there because I never have the right situation because I'm so situational. I never have the right situation to wear them in. And I know that's what will happen with Neffs. I've smelled it before. And it is amazing. There's an argument for that being Nichané's best. A real strong argument, actually. And for the money, because it's in that $250 USD range from discounters for the 15 ml, it's like, I'm going to buy that to put it on the shelf. That's where it's disappointing. And I'm not saying I haven't done that kind of things multiple times, but I'm trying to limit that more as best I can. It's so beautiful, though. You'll never hear me say a bad word about Neffs. Ooh, new ombre leather on the wish. I need to get ombre leather. Hopefully, I can get that from this fragrance buy sale. I'm hoping they stock it. That's one I would definitely scoop up quick. So scrolling down. The Tahoe show in March. I won't be doing that. Johnny Pump, Big Papa Pump is his avatar. I won't be heading down that way. Boss Bottled Elixir today, blind buy. I hope you like it. If you like incense, you'll probably like it. It's probably safe for you if you're a big fan of incense. If the answer to the question, do you like incense, is yes, then you're probably going to like it. Let me scroll on down. I just get so far behind, guys. I'm terribly sorry. It makes me happy just to think about it. Yeah, it's beautiful. That's another one dinner dates. That's pretty much what I like to wear it for. So I'll never go through my 4-ounce bottle. God, the plate on it is gorgeous, though. The bottle itself is a work of art. A lot of people feel that way. If you like gourmands, it's easy for that to be your favorite from Zaharoff. More money for fragrances. Elborn, yeah, that is beautiful. I have another one I need to revisit. I just got a bottle sitting there. I thought we made it. In 20 more minutes, we'll be shutting down. I almost made it the whole stream. So I had to deal with him on Kix Griffey's live stream on IG earlier today. I was this close to getting by without dealing with Jason's bullshit today. How are you, sir? Well, I dealt with his bullshit earlier, but as far as in this live stream, how are you, sir? Do you really want me to sign your bottle like we talked about earlier? Like, seriously? Do you really want me to do that? There's nowhere to sign it on the box. And I don't know if my Sharpie will write on the glass because I'd have to write on the back of the bottle. That's really the only spot. If you really want me to, though, I really will. I've had people request that. So you tell me if you were serious. I don't know if you were just cracking a joke earlier today. It's pronounced Kumcat, but it's Kumkat. Kumcat. You had me gassed on Atlas. Can't even wear it. Had you gassed? So non-18-year-old half-tard fuck language, please. Can you spell out what you mean by had you gassed? Because I'm 39 and I'm not hip to the game on some of the wild dumb shit people say these days. So if you could spell it out in like the way it would read in a textbook, maybe, so I could understand it a little more. I'm not familiar with what gassed means exactly in this context. So if you could hit, does that mean you were upset? Were you triggered? Were you happy? Did it make you cry? Like, I'm being somewhat funny. At least I think I am, but I genuinely don't know exactly what you mean. So please explain it to me. Gassed means laughing. I don't know. Does it, Joel? So nobody's explaining. Y'all are just kind of laughing at it on YouTube. I don't know because I'm genuinely curious. Like, I have no idea. It's like he means hyped. Okay, so it's a good thing. I really don't know. Had you gas, can't even wear it. See, that part makes it seem like it's a bad thing. I'll be your youth translator. Gassed means excited. Thank you, Quez. Thank you. I appreciate that. I had no idea. He's saying he's overhyped. Okay, I didn't know. Because the second part of it seems like he's upset with me. Can't even wear it with the crossed out, like, do not emoji. You know? So, like, it was very confusing. I was taking it as it was a bad thing. So, Abs the God, my apologies. It looked like you were mad at me. So that's why I was giving you a hard time. Like, what the fuck? I don't know. Please let me know. Now I know. But it still seems like happy and sad. The way maybe I'm just a dumbass. I don't know. Or just out of touch old white. I never try to be that, but might not be able to help it in this instance. I don't know. Shit. Yeah, it's crazy strong. It's ridiculous. Yeah, you're winning. Yeah, winning for sure. Really? Rafe, me and you have very different noses, is what I'm learning here today. You and I have very different noses. Dry woodsy citrus, Kumcat's missing the earth. Yeah, it's not the same look. It's a cleaner fragrance for sure. But I think it's pretty undeniable that that's kind of the path they were walking, because Mancera doesn't really clone anything, but there's inspiration. There's clear inspiration for the profile, is my point. I'm definitely not the exact same fragrance. That's why I said if you like Terre d'Hermès, this is Mancera's version, was exactly what I said. So would you at least agree with that? Because that's exactly what I said and meant. So, because I wouldn't, yeah, it definitely doesn't have the same level of earthiness. It's more of a dry, fresh woodiness, like you're saying. Absolutely agree with that. Yeah, it's wild, man. That's why I hate that I like it so much. It's hard for me to recommend it in good conscience. Excellent choice. Shouts to Justin for that beauty. What's going on, man? Been a little bit. Sharon's Veil and Mind Games are on my list, but not the ones y'all been talking about. Which ones? The Queening, the Forward, Jadab, Double Attack. There's so many good ones. Blockade, Veery. There's so many good ones. Let me know. Azaro Wanted by Night came in from Macy's today for $50. That's a hell of a price. I have not tried that one. I'm not sure. Start a GoFundMe. There you go. You have a good one as well, sir. It was good to see you. A French Defense secondhand for $190. Hell yeah. That's a great price. Even if it's missing 20 ml. That's a great price. There will be no Creed slander tolerated in this chat. They're definitely not. Not with that price you got on a Rolfa, too. And man, I wouldn't say stole a Rolfa, but like $190 for 100 ml. You're not really going to see that happen too often. Cheers to that, Mr. Verger. He's definitely a Creed fan. Hey, I'm with him. I like me some Creeds too. We will not be slandering Creed here today in this chat. Not loud. Everything that smells like angel share is strong. So you got to get not loud out of your head if you want something that smells like angel share. I would recommend Dumont Celerio Epic. It's a little more fruity, but it's still boozy and super warm and spicy and really strong. That's my favorite of the bunch. They're all strong though. So everything angel share is strong. So I just spray one spray would be my recommendation there. That was last year's release, Boss Bottled Triumph Elixir. Actually, it came out beginning of this year. Yeah, because we got two. Did we get two? That was this year, wasn't it? That was this year. So we got two Boss Bottled Flankers. That is this year. So we got two. Because we got Boss Bottled Absolute. So we got Triumph Elixir and Absolute this year. So there's going to be two Boss Bottled Flankers in my top 10 best designers of the year. I forgot this came out this year because Triumph Elixir is great. Absolutely great. This is the fragrance, sir. It's a fresher take on the original. So even though the notes don't show incense, it's that incense DNA of Boss Bottled Elixir, just fresher and greener. That violet leaf gives it some freshness. It doesn't quite make it aquatic or metallic, but it freshens the top a bit. But it's still a resinous, smoky fragrance, nice and woodsy. It's really good. It is really good. It's slightly fresher, slightly not really warm weather, but more daytime wear version of Boss Bottled Elixir, I think would be a good way to put it. I have no idea. Spice Bomb Ultraviolet, Blue Menthol Spice Aquatic. That sounds great to me. I'll take it. Works for me. I'm trying to save money this season. I'll buy myself one as a Christmas gift from me. What do you recommend I get? Well, depends on your taste, Mark. You got to hit me with your taste a little bit better so I can cater what I would recommend to you personally. I don't want to just throw something randomly that I like out there. So let me know some of your favorites. Honestly, I would take Bleu de Chanel Elixir if I had to pick. If I could only get one, give me Bleu de Chanel Elixir. I've been petitioning for that for longer. But I definitely want both. They don't even have to call it blue. Just let it be the blue Spice Bomb because Fresh wasn't blue. We've never gotten a blue Spice Bomb. Night Vision EDT was the closest because it had a little bit of the Invictus bubblegummy kind of thing going in the top, but it's still, I still wouldn't call that a blue fragrance though. I mean, I guess you probably could get away with calling it that, but not so much. But that's the closest we've gotten to a blue in that line. My man, Josh, good to see you. Scent of the day is shh. Is that actually a fragrance or are you just trying to be funny? I don't know. Ooh, lychee. What's the one my wife's been wearing? It's loaded with lychee. What is it that she was wearing the other day? It was gorgeous on her. Shit. I forgot. Damn it. I'm drawing a blank. I'm sorry, Enzo. She was wearing something the other day. It was gorgeous, full of lychee. I did see that on their stories. Playing with the Devil has an authentic lychee. Only lasts 5 minutes on my skin, though, then it turns to rose. Well, there's a recommendation. But super authentic smelling. I'd take both of those. One moment, please. I will put the link to my review in the chat for you, sir. If you check, I see Mark got back to me. So I'll get to your question and your answer for your taste in just a little bit. But Mike Shandling, please check the link that I just dropped in the chat. That is a link to my full review on Oud Blue Notes. Facebook Marketplace for 100. Facts, I had a Karen try to report me at work for wearing it. See, that shit happens. It's always a Karen. Always that chick that just see you next Tuesday for no good reason. A lot of you know what I mean when I say see you next Tuesday without me having to say the word. So for no good reason. She's always at work. There's always her. That Karen's always there. Yeah, for sure. I'm going to get a bottle eventually. It's really one message away. Wearing Latafa Atlas at work in the office. Oh my God. You bold son of a bitch. Oh my God. I hope they're like, oh, you smell so good, instead of like, oh God, who's bathed in cologne? Because that's a possibility in an office setting with that fragrance. With one spray. It's so potent. My God. No, you can get it. You can get it from Fragrance Buy. I think they got it in stock right now. It's under Dior Le Parfum. 167 in stock, 100 ml. Let me create a little link for you real quick, sir. So if you don't mind, if you happen to make this purchase, I do get a small commission. Obviously, that is up to you. You don't have to order it from this, but if you happen to, it'll be much obliged. That link is in the chat. I created an affiliate link for you that'll bring you directly to it. It's 167 for the 100 ml. Yeah, because we got the new version. Kirk John's redoing the Parfum too. I like the way the bottle looks too, with this little square inner portion of the cap and all that. I'm definitely going to just buy the new version of Your Own Parfum just to see what he did with it. I mean, he's always got my intrigue to see what he did. Yeah, they are. It iFragrance had put it out a couple days ago. The information. I mean, we can pull it up on iFragrance real quick. If you want to look. Pretty sure it's on iFragrance. It was the first place I saw it. Pretty sure it's listed on here. Oh, maybe not. I thought it was. Never mind. Yeah, there's info out there. It's Kirk John's reworking it. He wanted to make his version of it. Midnight Gold's more interesting. Yoram Sport's safer. They're both really good. They're not the same. I have no faith in MFK. I'm sorry to hear that, Newt. I do. Well, you're getting a free one sent out to you tomorrow. So you still never answered if you really want me to sign it. You never answered me. Do you sincerely? I'm curious. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Now I know where I'm at in the chat for sure. Gucci Guilty Elixir de Parfum. Best Gucci Guilty there is, in my opinion. That's tough to say. It's up there, though. It's definitely up there. There's an argument for it. It'll be in my best clones released that I do next month. It's definitely going to be in that top 10. Top 10 for sure. Number one, I don't rank them accordingly. It's just here's the 10 I think were the best. And that's definitely in there. Okay, so you do want me to sign it. All right. I don't think that'll provide any additional value, honestly. If anything, it might devalue it. Okay, yeah, now we're getting to the gassed portion. Bulgari Port Homme Soir. Yes, it's quite nice. I think the Extreme's better, though. I still don't have the EDP, the newest one. So I'm skipping everybody explaining. Dame, what's up? Everybody explaining it to me. So let's see. That's your name. It's like, no, I'm not going to do that. I'm definitely not going to do that. Boomer energy, huh? Yeah. Far from that generation, sir. I'm actually elder millennial with a lot of Gen X qualities and beliefs and foundation. I'm more Gen X than I am millennial, honestly. I'm elder millennial, January 1985. I'll be 40 in 2 days. It'll be 2 months. I'll be 40. Cap. Yes. My favorite. I'm 24. I don't even know what gas means. I don't use language like that, so I guess I'm just square. Yeah, there you go. That's what it is. I'm 29. Gas to me is it? Yeah, that's how I would have taken. I know that's not what he meant though. Being gas, being hyped up, can't wear too strong. Yeah. Slang got stupid after swag. Oh man. Not so much. Like I've told y'all before, I'm more skater homeboy than anything else. You know, kind of my style, the swagger that I do have. Much more athletic apparel these days than anything else, but historically very skater homeboy. You know, yeah, for sure. And doesn't agree with the hype, can't wear it. I feel like 99% of the time I have you laughing and rolling, Sean, because almost every time I see a comment from Sean, it's either words with laughing emojis or just laughing emojis. And I would assume because it happens so often in every live chat I see him in that I genuinely crack Sean up. So I see you, sir, and I appreciate you. I'm glad somebody besides me finds me funny. I appreciate that. Checkmate from Mind Games. That is another good one. That's for sure. Well, they're technically rebottlings, though. I hope they didn't reformulate it. Yeah, Jason got a great deal on that. Oh, damn. That's even better. 150. Shit. Yeah, right? Well, aren't you special? See, he's jealous now. He's like, damn it. I spent $40 too much. Tuxedo and new Zaharoff, depending on the notes. And it's going to be very pricey, guys. It's going to be very, very pricey. It's very unique, too. It's not in the signature Pour-Homme DNA. It's completely different. Man, Master Shadov. Everyone talks about French defense. Well, that's kind of me and Dedrick kind of did that. And that's kind of me and Dedrick's fault. We like really talk a lot about that fragrance. Yeah, Rolf is special. It doesn't get the love it deserves. It blows Millesime. I would agree with that. I think it's better than Millesime Imperial. Tried the Super Hype Boss bottle. Absolutely, it's good, but smells like typical Woody Man scent. Say, I disagree, but to each their own. I think it's great. Probably done with it. Okay. Do you have any fragment on the chocolatey patchouli? It's wearable. So I was about to mention Amen Phantasm. It's smoky. It's a little spicy. It's dark chocolate. And historically, that DNA is a chocolate patchouli. They got actual like dark chocolate accord in there. It's special. That's in the top 10 best designers released this year. That's going to be in that video. Silver Mountain Water, to a lot of people, yes. To me, no. I love it. It's a hit in this household. That's my wife's favorite DNA. That and the Fierce DNA. Silver Mountain Water and Fierce. Fragrances that smell like those, winners for my wife. But for me, I put Virgin Island Water, Viking, and of course, Aventus Cologne is my number one. So that's my top three. Everybody's got different, you know. Everybody's got different ones because I love me some original Santal too. I got several. I got 8 or 9 bottles of Creed now at this point, something like that. Good to see you. Picked up Guest Seduction on Blue. Been a long time since I smelled it. It's kind of like a La Nuit de l'Homme. Heavy Star and a sort of licorice accord. Maybe that can be the ultraviolet. Imagine that profile of violet leaf, aromatic, iconic, warm oriental spices. Yeah, definitely the new Amen Phantasm. That's what I would have recommended before he even typed it in his comment. That would have been it. I haven't tried Dark Door Intense. Never had the original. Want to really know that DNA. You should try the original to really know it then, so you could see what they were trying to achieve. But Camaro Homme Intense is more like old formulas of Dior Homme Intense. It's not like the current stuff. Current stuff's much sweeter. Okay, Sauvage Elixir, Bad Boy Extreme, Dylan Blue. So the mass appeal and stuff. And if you're going to get one, I would recommend going outside of designer this time. If you're just going to buy the one thing for yourself, get yourself something really good you can be proud of, really get some joy out of. But I would still recommend sampling first, because just because I'm going to recommend it doesn't mean you're going to love it. You definitely want to sample. Based on that, So we got a very spicy woody fragrance. We have a very sweet fragrance. And then we have a shower gel blue. Nuanced, but still shower gel blue. Quite a diverse designer-like taste and palette. I can relate. I love my designers too. I love all of those. Something that kind of captures everything there is actually a bad boy flanker. I was saying niche, but Cobalt Elixir is jumping out at me as something you would probably like because it's kind of those three wrapped up in one. It's the bad boy DNA. It's a blue fragrance, and it's got some spices and darker elements to it. It's got truffle and things like that. You still smell the plum from regular Cobalt. I kind of think bad boy Cobalt Elixir would be something you would probably really like based on these three examples you gave me. I bet you'd love it. It's really good. It's my second favorite. Cobalt and then Cobalt Elixir are my two favorite bad boys. So let me skip on down. I am so far behind. And we just hit an hour and a half. We still got 141 in the chat. We'll be shutting this down here in just a little bit. He's not laughing at your jokes. He's laughing at mine. No, I think he's just laughing at you. I don't think it's things you're saying. I think he just visualizes you and he's like, starts cracking up. That's probably the case. Scrolling down. Mancera Pearl, I've never tried. EQ told me I should try it. I just haven't gotten around to trying it. Virgin Island Water, Ventus Cologne, and Royal Oud. Now we're talking. Nothing to like. You need to get your nose on it. No, there's only one Dylan Blue. Is it an EDP? I think it's an EDT, though. We need to get Dylan Blue Parfum, which would be an EDP they would market as a parfum. That's what most of the designers are. Based on the examples you gave me, that's what jumped out in my head as something you'd probably really like. Perfect for this time of year, too. Because you like sweet, you like the bad boy DNA, you like the darker woody spice fragrances, and then you like blue. It's all of those things. It's kind of elements of all of that wrapped into one bottle. Really? I love Cobalt. That's kind of interesting. I'm surprised you love Cobalt, but don't like Cobalt Elixir. Huh. And usually I've seen a lot of people are like, oh, Cobalt Elixir is so much better. I'm kind of surprised. Discontinued, but still selling on fragrance net apparently lighter ombre sultan with aquatics. Noted. I'll have to keep that in mind. The MFK Gentle Fluidity, Silver, Seraphine Blue, Isola Blue, Sweetie Oud, Scandal, and Enigma Parfum. Those are pricey. Oh, Scandal and Enigma Parfum Cologne. Still pricey, but not as pricey as the parfums. Aventus Cologne, Tonka Cola, and Infrared EDT. That's quite the haul there. It's almost like when you were a kid looking through the Sears catalog. Like, oh, I wish I could get this. I want this from Santa. I want that for Christmas. I want all of these games with this Super Nintendo. I'm tired of playing Sonic. I want a Super Nintendo. It's kind of like that. Remember the Sears catalog? Why Fresh? Mercedes-Benz Cologne. Plan on getting Eros Energy. Eros Energy is so good. An Apple team was received in mail today. More in the coming days. Checklist. Altair, Grand Soir, Gentle Fluidity, Gold and or Silver, Aventus, and Original Santal. That's quite the list, Quez. That's some cheese right there. You can spend some money. Chanel needs Platinum Egoist Parfum. That wouldn't be a bad idea. Chanel is very slow. They don't like giving us things we want. They're like, we haven't released a men's fragrance since 2018 with Bleu de Chanel Parfum. Let's get a new Chanel Allure Homme flanker. It smells nice. And everybody that's gotten a compliment from it's like, oh, it's so good. It gets compliments. Yeah, I know you put your stock into if somebody tells you it smells nice, not whether or not you like it. I get it. A lot of people are like that. Doesn't fucking matter what they think, as long as everybody else thinks it smells good. I'm not that guy. So that's why I'm like, it's pretty basic. It's the least attractive of the flankers, I think. It's my opinion. I'm sticking to it. Any of you that wear fragrances for yourself, probably a lot of you will agree with me. It's like stripped down eau extreme. Smells nice. I'm sure it gets, based on the feedback, it is a safe assumption. I've been seeing the feedback. It gets compliments, as I would expect it to. But the people that love it and swear by it are the ones that put all the stock on if the fragrance is trash or not, on getting compliments and performance. That's the two things that matter the most. Not, hey, do I like how this smells on me all day? Am I going to like smelling this all day, whether or not anybody else tells me I smell good? I just mind boggled that that's not a number one most important thing to people. To a lot of people, some of you watching this, I'm sure agree with me. But to most, their own thoughts are not their number one priority when they pick a fragrance. Please tell me I smell good. That's what they're worried about. Please. It's shit if you don't tell me I smell good. I like getting compliments too. But I like to smell good. I have a certain taste. So I stick to my guns on that one. 1 Million Royal, probably. Ocean EDP is a much sweeter fragrance. It's a smoky vanilla. Good to see. Santa, please, I've been nice. Intenso, one of my favorites at the moment. A lot of people have been mentioning that one lately. Now's the best. Oh, $229. That is a good price for it. Basso, basically the same, lasts way longer. And see, I get great performance out of it. Same. Christmas shopping, hitting the shopping malls in the 90s were an experience. That experience is dead now. But One More Signature, we've talked about that one a good bit here today. Heard Eros Energy and Grand Soir. Two really good ones. There's going to be some deals out there, that's for sure. I think a lot of people would blind buy that. It's pretty close. It's got more going on. It's more woodsy. It's got more notes, right? But the quality, very different. And the level of intoxication, at least in my opinion, in my experience personally, Grand Soir is unmatched among the two. But it's way more expensive. Eternal Oud's a good choice. It's really good. Grand Soir special. I really believe it. Bring back Mercedes-Benz Cologne. Good luck. To have is almost wanted. Damn. Yeah, I wouldn't do that. No, sir. Not until next Friday when I do a review. And you should not. I would rip your fucking head off if you did. I'd be like, that's the most disrespectful shit you could do to George if you would tell people what it looks like. That's awesome that he shared that with you. And if it's not him that shared it with you, oh, I better not find out. Because people don't need to spring that shit and start spreading that shit. This man spent a lot of money on this. So out of respect for George, I hope if it wasn't George that showed you that, whomever he may have trusted to show that to, I hope they're not showing a bunch of fucking people if that's the case. I'm hoping you're like, no, George showed me. That's great because it's George's stuff. Because I'd hate for that kind of stuff to just go spreading around like that because it's very special. He's put a lot into this, not just money. He's put so much into this release. He really has. This is years in the making, this release. So yes, you saw how quick I was like, I'll rip your fucking head off. I know you're not trying to tell everybody. Just, yeah. So you see firsthand. If you saw everything, because there's a lot to it, it's special. That's for sure. See, that's how a lot of people are. A lot of people are like that. Okay, so I see on YouTube. So it is George that showed you. Okay, good. Because I don't know until you tell me because there's a few people that have seen it. I know it's not just me. And that's what it's like. I'm hoping it's George that showed it to you. Because there's a break in the trust somewhere if it's someone else that showed it to you. You know? Justin saying the concentration names aren't just a concentration of oil. So the names are in a range. Like Eau de Parfum ranges from 15 to 24%, for example. Eau de Toilette, I believe it's from 8 to 15. because 15 is the brink of a high concentration EDT, low concentration EDP. Most EDTs are kind of 10 to 12%. Most eau de parfums are 15 to 18. If they're designers, they're 15 to 18 most of the time. Parfums 25 plus. Whether you call it parfum, pure parfum, extrait parfum, it's all the same. It's 25+%. There's a range to it for the terms. Hoping for prestige. No, definitely not. Definitely not. Tell him. Let him know. He gets so many compliments from it that he gave his bottle away, Joel, to Kara. Let me skip down. Yeah, so I'm just being straight with you. You know what I mean? That's what I was like, I hope it was him that showed it to you. George is such a wonderful person. I'm very defensive of George. You know what I mean? That's my best friend. So, and again, I know what all went into that. So it's like, I'd be pissed for him if people were spreading it. You know what I mean? Especially with it being so close. It's literally next week. So Bentley become, I don't know. I haven't heard anything since we looked at that when iFragrance just popped up with it. I haven't seen anything else since. Let him know, Sean. Let him know. Rub it in his face. He'll even autograph it. There you go. I can't describe the first one, but Harrods Pour Homme is really good. It's a thick citrus fragrance. There's a lot of greens to it. It's very woodsy. It's a regal type of citrus. I mean, it is thick. The oil concentration is very hefty on that one. It's a delicious citrus and not really all that sweet of a citrus, but thick. The citrus is almost syrupy type of thickness. It's more of a green citrus top, and it kind of holds for a really long time before it gets into the woods and musks and the hint of florals that you get. A little ambery. It's special. There's loads of notes to it. It's so good. I have a bottle of that. It's amazing. It's one of my favorites from Raj Dove. No, that's just me. Hey, man, I'm just, you know me. I'm always shooting straight. Like, oh, boy, don't you say a fucking word. You know, because like I said, it's one of those deals where I know I would assume you wouldn't disrespect George like that. But it's one of those things where, man, don't do that. You know, that's all it came down to. It's like, oh, for the love of God, please don't do that. I'm going to come to your fucking house if you do that shit. I say it with all the love in the world. Because of Jason. So you like just do the opposite of what Jason does? That's hilarious, first and foremost. You just starting wars with everybody over this, huh? I need a friend like Ross. Hey, man, I'm the ride or die type. And that, like, it's not just something we say. That's my best friend. I'll take a bullet for the man. I'll fuck somebody up over him. You know what I mean? I'm that kind of friend. If we're like tight, we friends, like for real. Not just like friends online and stuff. Like I've been to your home. We've had meals, long conversations. Like with me and George, it's years and years. Dedrick, that's my boy. Justin, that's my boy. Like I've been in these dudes' homes and stuff. Like when you're my friend, I'm the ride or die type. I'm a loyal, wonderful friend. I'm a fucking horrible enemy. You don't see a lot of it on the internet. You don't really understand. But I'm a terrible enemy to have. I've really tried to reel that back in my older age, but terrible fucking enemy. I'm a great friend. Terrible fucking enemy. I appreciate you, Rafe. I really do. Bora Bora. Hey, man. That's good stuff. People got a lot of love for that one. Red Tobacco Intense versus Spice Bomb Infrared EDP. Plan on getting one of the two. Ooh. I hate to pick something over Infrared EDP, but I really like Intense Red Tobacco. I think it's named wrong. I think it's more like Red Tobacco Privé. That pungent sweetness is toned back greatly. It's more about spices and woods and leather and still smoky. It's beautiful. I think it's superior. Powdery yet caramel-like sweetness. Not that isn't something my wife's been wearing. My wife's been wearing stuff like that. Not anything that's not feminine comes to mind for me. He made great decisions, sir. It sounds like people just think you have bad taste, and when you're like, this is terrible, they're like, that must be phenomenal. I'm buying a bottle of that. I think that's what's been happening. Montrese, good to see you, my man. I hope you're doing well. I just mentioned my thoughts on that. 1921 Estrado. I'm with Jason. Vanilla Oud is the only fragrance I've ever returned. Damn it, John. Don't you go agreeing with him. You're going to make him feel special. Don't do that. We don't need any of that. We don't need his head swelling even more. He's already got screw you guys money. You have a good one as well. I'm glad to hear you're doing well, my man. Yeah, we're about to shut it down. I can't help but chuckle. I mean, come on. So we're an hour 45. We went 15 minutes over from where we normally do. We had a pretty good, here we go. We had a great crowd. I appreciate you guys. Seriously. I think we had a few super chats early on actually as well. I sure appreciate you guys. I had a good old time. Rafe, lots of love. My man, Jason, you dickhead. I'll send your bottle out tomorrow. I'll figure. I can't promise it'll be signed. It depends on how well the Sharpie is going to work on the back of the glass on the bottle. But you're getting a free bottle. You'll be okay. You'll be okay. I hope you enjoy it. I appreciate that, Bradley. Thank you. Yeah, like I said, I'm the loyal type. I'd ride or die. Ride or die. Even if you're in the wrong, I'm gonna fucking give you a hard time and tell you how wrong you are, but I'm gonna ride with you. We're gonna be wrong together. Unless it's like really bad, then that's different. Like it's just morally terrible. That's different. But yeah, for sure. So on that note, we'll go ahead and shut it down. Anybody that hasn't checked out today's video yet, please do so if you haven't yet. I appreciate all of you, even you, sir. Actually, especially you, sir. Congratulations, Cakes Griffey, for finally getting Signature Rosé in his collection here today. So I appreciate you guys. I'll see you guys on Thursday. We won't be live tomorrow. Of course, we'll have some content out tomorrow. But I'll see you guys again on Thursday. And actually, I think we're going to do a combination of some of the decants from Kalen and some of the decants from Rafe. Probably do like Aqua Fahrenheit for one for sure, because I definitely want to smell that. So I'll probably pick a few out of the ones Rafe sent and then a few of the ones Kalen sent. And we'll do a decant sniff on Thursday. Sound like a plan? So appreciate you guys once again. Like the stream on the way out. See you guys on Thursday. Y'all have a good one.